Hi, folks. Greg Davis coming at you again with another Teacher Tip Talk. I wanted to talk to you today about writing activities that you might want to try at home. On one hand, you might have a student who has had bad uh, experiences in English class and they kind of hate it. And this might be an opportunity for you to help them turn that around. Or on the other hand, maybe you have a child who really likes to write, but you're not quite sure what to do in terms of teeing up a writing assignment for them that could enrich their experience as they're working at home. So wanted to share a couple ideas with you, and I'd love to hear your feedback. If you want to email me at my address right there, gdavistutor614 at gmail.com. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Also, if you're interested, I'm happy to work with students as a paid tutor one-on-one, and I can get back to you on how that works. So let's cut to the chase here. So if writing activity one, this one's called fold and pass. So here's how it works. What you're going to do is you're going to write down a sentence or two on the top of some lined paper. So here's a sample. When she entered the woods, she saw a stone bridge with a troll standing beside it. That's all you got at the top of the page. And then what you're going to do, carefully fold the paper so that only the second line is visible. And then you're going to, guess what, pass that one. That's why it's fold and pass. You're going to pass that paper to the next person. And then after reading the visible line, the second partner adds what's next. Now, you can do this with just two people, or you could do it with even more. If you do it with more, a person only needs to write one line and then you can pass it on. But what you're going to do is just keep repeating that process until your collaboration feels done. So right here, this is I just did this one with my 17-year-old son. And so we enjoyed it. So there's the sentence: when she entered the woods, she saw a stone bridge with a troll standing beside it. And then he talked about the dog jumps in and then bites the troll on the heel, and then it goes from there. So it's a fun activity, and you can kind of get a person's imagination working with fold and pass. A related activity is called the blank canvas writing activity. I have actually um, included the prompt that I use in my class for the blank canvas writing activity. If you just want to pause, you can read through the whole thing. But basically, it's vague on purpose. If you have a student who really likes to write and doesn't need much of a push, the blank canvas writing activity is great for them because basically it gives them a blank canvas on which to create a story, just a tiny little bit of direction, and then they can run with it. So I just showed you when she entered the woods. You could do when he opened the door, or you can get creative yourself and create something like when they felt the plane lurch forward and looked out the window. Whatever you want, and then that just gives them a little bit of a start, and then they can run with it. And then the last one, the very powerful RPO. So for me, this is the role play option. So this has been a real hit with a lot of students that I've had. So you're going to roll the dice two times. For the first one, if they roll a one or two, then their problem or conflict will involve an animal or a monster. If they roll a three or a four, it will involve a force of nature like a natural disaster. A five or six, the problem involves a buried treasure. I don't know. You can change it up however you want, or you can take suggestions, or you can add some. So you notice this is one, two, three, four, five, six. You can add three and then have a one, two, three, four, five, six kind of option. The choice is open, and sometimes it's fun to have the student make suggestions. And then for the second role, you could do one or two. You begin with what the protagonist sees, three or four, something they remember, five or six, something the protagonist says. So this is just kind of helpful in terms of giving the student a place to start with their writing. So just a few options for you in terms of writing activities that your student may enjoy as you're working with them at home. I'm happy to work with any student again on writing or reading or grammar, proofreading, whatever the case may be. So feel free to reach out to me at gdavistutor614 at gmail.com, and hope to hear from you. Thanks.